all year long. They just don't have the quarterback, and that can be the answer. Okay, so you go from Ponder to Castle. You go from Castle to Josh Freeman, and he played absolutely horrible on Monday night against the Giants.
Game's tied 2-2, middle of the sixth. They just got out of the inning. So I'll keep you apprised. You don't need to watch it no more.
Well, this is our NFL Real Talk show. Hey, Gio, welcome, buddy. Glad to see you.
There's the long hippie beard son of a bitch bastard.
Well, here's the question for all of you. If you were the Vikings coach, what would you do for the quarterback conflict? That's the big question. What would you do about it?
What would I do about it if I was Leslie Frazier? Well, can you hear us tonight? No. Wow, that's great, dude. Glad you're listening then. Then it's on your end because you're the only one that can't hear us. Everybody tell Gio that you can hear the show.
No shows here all. That's what.
Okay.
Well, Gio, if it's on is it your mixer?
You can't. Why are you talking to him? He can't hear you.
I know it's. Well, I hope it.
Everybody else. Everybody.
His mixer.
Everybody. He doesn't have a mixer. It comes right from his computer. It's not like me or you or anything like that. Everybody that can hear the show right now live, that is in the chat room, just type to Gio and say, ha, I can hear it and you can't.
Ebo can hear us fine.
Jeff is talking about how you can't hear.
But I'm just saying, going back to it, if I was Leslie Frazier, maybe you stick with Freeman. I don't know what they're going to do. If I'm Minnesota, you're 1-5. You try to figure out who you would think would be the best quarterback. You're not going to make the playoffs this year. The Vikings just don't have a strong enough defense, and they're weak. They've just got, and I don't know, Jared Allen, there's a lot of rumors going around that he might even be traded.
I don't think they're going to trade him. I don't think they're going to trade him at all. Look, he can't hear, but he's telling you that the Red Sox suck. Ain't that great? Hey,
yeah,
Ebo,
that's why we're in the World Series.
Ebo, do me a favor. Tell him after the update we're going to bring him in to do our picks. So just tell him to hang loose. Thank you. So we're going to bring in Ebo and we're going to bring in Gio like we do each and every week to make our picks for the NFL for week 8. Week 8.
Yeah, and we are halfway through, everybody.
Can
Halfway
you
through to
believe
being done
that?
with the NFL season. Can't believe it.
Can you believe that? Thank goody. We're halfway through already. How about this? Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to have a Super Bowl in London?
I disagree with it. I wouldn't like it one bit. That's why I'm saying this was one of the biggest topics of the show, and that's why I've been saying they need to avoid this. I don't think it's wise. Okay, maybe we could play a few games in London. Okay, I can understand that. But an NFL team in London and a Super Bowl in London, it just doesn't make sense.
Well,
it's screwed up.
Why? You wouldn't like to have a Super Bowl game in London?
No, I wouldn't like having it. It's always been in America. We've always had it in the warmest places, San Diego, Miami, Houston, Dallas. But this is going to be pretty cool that we're going to have a Super Bowl out in the cold at the MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, I love that because the game is supposed to be played in the elements, dude.
And I believe that the Super Bowl should be played more out in the cold, MetLife, Washington, D.C., and then, of course, Green Bay and Kansas City, in the colder spots. I just don't find that Roger Goodell, I don't know what you're thinking, but if I was commissioner, I would say, no, the Super Bowl's always been played in America. If you want to come to the Super Bowl, just save up as much money as you can and get your ticket, then fly over from whatever continent and then get your best seat in the house, even though it'll cost a couple $100 or a couple $1,000.
You don't want to have a Super Bowl in London, dude? I'm telling you. After the Super Bowl that they're going to have this year in New York at MetLife Stadium during the cold, you know what?
What?
They ain't never going to have one again. You know why? Because my prediction is snow and cold and snow. And when it happens, because Gio doesn't live too far from it, when it happens, he's going to be laughing his ass off. Because so will I.
Yeah.
You know? I hope it's cold. I hope it's like right around 23 degrees and it's snowing. Snowing like a son of a bitch.
Well, we'll have to see how well the weather is in
That
February.
would be
We
the
know,
best.
obviously, we know it's going to be cold and stuff. But I do agree with this. Remember, a couple shows back, a couple months ago, we talked about this too, that the possibility of still moving the Super Bowl to a Saturday. Now, I haven't heard very much
I
of
like
that
that
of late.
idea. I like that idea a lot. Because then everybody's got Sunday to recuperate. Because you know
Yeah.
what? And if they don't, they should make Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, a national holiday.
I remember all the times growing up and going to school, and I remember when the Super Bowl would be over, I'd be so tired, I'd be like, oh boy, I'm just exhausted and tired. I got to get up and get ready to go to school. But I had to learn the curriculum, and people had to get ready to go to work, and a lot of people fake it. They call in sick, and then they take the day off because they're just all tired and
because they're
hungover.
hungover and all that. That's why they should put it on a Saturday night, and everybody can rest and recuperate on Sunday, and then boom, everybody can go to work on Monday. I'm all for that. I am all for that. Hey, let's go to an update, and then on
Sure.
the other side of this update, we'll bring in Ebo, and we'll get Gio, and we'll have some fun making our picks for Week 8 in the NFL. This update is brought to you by ModernSportsEquipment.com. ModernSportsEquipment.com. Head on over there. You get all your sports equipment, your treadmills, your bikes, your weights, your workout uniforms, your workout clothes, your workout programs. Head on over there and get everything you want all in one place. ModernSportsEquipment.com. That's ModernSportsEquipment.com. Take it away, Sean, man, with the only update of the day.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and thank you everybody for tuning in. It is the bottom of the hour. It's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. We're going to start right now quickly and get this over with. The World Series going on right now. It is game number 3, and we got a great game going on right now. My Boston Red Sox at the St. Louis Cardinals. Right now, the Red Sox and Cardinals are evened up at 2, and actually now they're just going to the 7th inning right now as Felix Doubront got out of the inning, and the Red Sox coming up to bat. Go Sox! The other news to report in the NHL now, here's some finals from tonight. Phoenix 5, Edmonton 4. New Jersey takes the game against the Boston Bruins 4-3. Toronto 4, Pittsburgh 1. San Jose 2, Montreal 0. In final overtime tonight, the New York Rangers over the Detroit Red Wings by a score of 3-2. Tampa Bay Lightning 3, Buffalo Sabres 2, Philadelphia Flyers 5, and the Islanders 2. The Winnipeg Jets in a shootout take the game 2-1 against the Dallas Stars. 3 other games going on right now. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left. The Minnesota Wild have a 4-2 lead over the Chicago Blackhawks. St. Louis lose over the Nashville Predators big time. They're up 6-1 in Nashville, Tennessee. And the Calgary Flames have a 2-0 lead right now over the Washington Capitals. In the NBA, not too much left to go for the exhibition. There's 3 games. Orlando Magic at Indiana Pacers, Chicago Bulls at Miami Heat, and the Los Angeles... Actually, wait a minute. Next Tuesday as the NBA season tips off. There's no exhibition games. So on Tuesday, that's when the NBA season tips off. The Miami Heat will be raising...
Pay attention to your update instead of watching the game.
I'm not even watching the game. The Miami Heat will be raising their banner against the Chicago Bulls, and the LA Clippers are going to be playing the LA Lakers. Both games can be seen on TNT. And speaking of which, Clippers and Lakers, by the way, it'll be the debut of Doc Rivers as coach of the LA Clippers.
See, there you go. Good update. I like that.
In the NFL, Dallas Cowboys at the Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns at the Kansas City Chiefs, the Miami Dolphins are at the New England Patriots, Buffalo Bills at the New Orleans Saints,
Bogus.
the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers are at the Jacksonville Jaguars. So those are the early games. Here are the late games tomorrow. The New York Jets at the Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh Steelers at the Oakland Raiders. Washington Redskins at the Denver Broncos. The Atlanta Falcons are at the Arizona Cardinals. And Sunday Night Football on NBC, it'll be the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
Who cares?
And on Monday Night Football on ESPN, it'll be the Seattle Seahawks at the St. Louis Rams. So those are the games for week number 8 for the NFL. For your Sports World Radio update, I'm Sean Mann. Back to you, Jeff Eskow, who is host of the NFL Real Talk Show.
That update was brought to you by Modern Sports Equipment. For all your sporting equipment needs, head on over to Modern Sports Equipment. That's modernsportsequipment.com. All right, Sean, I'm going to hang up on you really quick and make a better connection with you, and then I'm going to bring the other two jamokes in, and we'll make our NFL pick. So that's what we're going to be doing next. See, that's the way it's supposed to be, like that. So that's what we're going to do there. We got Sean. We'll bring his ass back up on the line. We got Sean there, and let's bring in that person there. And where the hell is this person here? Add these two sons of bitches to the call. And let's see if the bitch works.
That's the way.
That's the way. I like it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why? Okay, Mister, having trouble hearing crap over there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now, right?
Now I can hear you too, Gio. What's the matter with your connection over there, bud?
It's because the Boston Red Sox are in the World Series. That's why.
Man, they've screwed up your crap ever since they made the World Series, haven't they?
Yeah, it screwed up my freaking goddamn connection with freaking the show too.
That's crazy, man.
At least they're in the World Series, unlike the Skankies and the Reds. So
they're in the golf. The strip.
Oh, whatever.
That's right. Hey, speaking of that, since the Giants won, is that strip club showing the Giant game anymore?
Oh, man, that's classic.
God.
That's what I want to know, because I know they were boycotting the Giant games because everybody there was hanging out. They weren't happy.
God,
I just realized I had that strip club on.
So I take it from our picks for Week 8, we all got a point. I did, because Carolina had an easy game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Thursday night. And the Buccaneers are winless. They are 0-7. I can say Greg Schiano is going to be fired after this year.
We all talk bad about the Jacksonville Jaguars, but it's Tampa Bay who's getting smoked every week.
Yeah.
Right? Jackson, too. They don't have a win yet either, do they?
Actually, actually, Tampa Bay does score. I mean,
that's true.
Some of their games have been pretty close.
That's true. They do score. I'll give you that.
But
one.
I mean,
and Maurice Jones-Drew.
They, you know what? With the Jets, they really, really tried hard to lose, and they did. So, God.
Well, there you go.
And you got Maurice Jones-Drew, Jeff. Maurice Jones-Drew.
Screw his ass. He's a dumbass. He's a dumbass as far as I'm concerned. All right, what do you say? So everybody got a point picking Carolina. Let's get over to the next game. I have a feeling we're not all going to agree on this game here.
Oh, boy, this ought to be great.
Yeah, Detroit's hosting Dallas. Let's go with Sean first.
Okay, it's typical. It's me. I don't like Dallas, so I'm going to take the Detroit Lions.
Ebo.
I've gone back and forth so many times. I think I'm going to stick with Detroit.
Ooh.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Gio.
This is a tough pick. I went with Detroit.
Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't think any of yous were going to pick Detroit.
Well, Jeff, who are you taking between Detroit and Dallas?
I'm not picking Dallas.
He's going to pick Dallas now.
Oh, my God. I didn't think any of us were going to have this thing. I thought I was going to be the only one picking Detroit. Wow, I'm shocked. I really am. Holy cannoli, Batman. Wow. Next game. Kansas City's hosting Cleveland. Sean.
That's too easy. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to go 8-0 and beat Cleveland.
Ebo.
Does Sean sound like a robot to anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Chiefs.
He's in the middle of watching the guy sing something on TV.
I'm not even watching. I'm on my picks, you bastards. Come on.
There we go.
He's lying.
There's the unrobot we like to hear. Gio.
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs, too. I had a feeling all four of us were taking the Chiefs.
The next
Only
game we get-
2% picked the Browns.
I know.
and that's
I know.
not us.
I know.
The next